Hi, this is Ed Baig with USA Today. So you've got one of these. You've got an iPhone 5, you've got an iPhone 5S, maybe we even have an older model iPhone. The point is, you're ready to upgrade, and on September 9th, you'll be able to get your first glimpse, everyone expects, including me, of what you'll be able to upgrade to, an iPhone 6. Now, there's been a lot of rumors out there about what the iPhone 6 will be. I personally expect that Apple is finally going to get around to introducing a larger screen iPhone. Now, there have been rumors what that size will be, 4.7 inches, 5.5 inches, maybe both. Whatever that turns out to be, I'm looking forward to it. I've played with a number of Android devices, for example, that have large displays north of 5 inches, sometimes a lot further north of that. That's a welcome development. Now, there have been a number of leaks out there that Apple's new iPhone will have a Sapphire Screen. This is a display said to be a virtually indestructible display, and I think the rumor makes some sense. All of us certainly have been in malls and other places where we see these pop-up shops that will repair or replace cracked screens, iPhones and other phones. In theory anyway, a Sapphire Screen will break less often. Again, in theory, we'll put it to the test, if indeed the new iPhone has it. I also have heard a lot about mobile payments finally coming to the iPhone, at least in a big way. I mean, lots of people today use third-party apps on their iPhone to buy coffee, to buy a number of things, again, through third-party apps. But Apple, to date, unlike some of their competitors, have not really turned the iPhone into mobile wallets in a major way. Rumors, again, are pointing that they may finally do that, striking deals with credit card companies, with financial institutions. I think that's a pretty good bet that Apple is finally going to do that. Now, a new iPhone is almost certainly going to have a better processor, a superior camera. I would expect better battery life. A larger screen device, you may think the larger screen may sap battery more, but in fact it may also give you room for a bigger battery. And one thing we know for sure is that the new iPhone will have iOS 8. That's the latest version of Apple's mobile operating software. It's for the iPhone, of course, but also for the iPad, the iPod Touch. And it brings a number of improvements, large and small, and makes it simpler for the iPhone to communicate with other iPhones, with the iPad, and even with Mac computers. Now, one thing that iOS 8 has is something called Health Kit for developers and a health app for consumers. It's a place on the phone to compile and store all your health information, fitness information through third-party apps. It suggests very strongly that Apple is finally going to get into the wearable space that virtually every one of their competitors is already in. And of course, I mentioned that their competitors already have a large screen iPhone, so I would expect a large screen iPhone. Along those lines, you can finally expect that Apple is going to announce a wearable computer. Now, there's one other thing you can count on, and that's whatever Apple does, there's sure to be great interest in it. And chances are, behind me at the Apple Store here in New York and all across the country, there's going to be a lot of people queuing up to buy the new iPhone and probably whatever else Apple may introduce. Check with usatoday.com for all the details. We'll be at the September 9th event, and we'll be following up with coverage in the aftermath of their announcements. For USA Today, I'm Ed Baig, and I'll catch you next time.